Well, what's up, Wayfinders, and welcome back to Hollywood Studios, just a few hours after Jollywood Nights. But hey, today we are using Lightning Lane MultiPass here at Hollywood, and we're just going to see what other adventures we can get into today. We don't have a whole lot that are planned, so those are some of my favorite days. So let's see what we can find in Hollywood today. Okay, so a little midday check-in here. So as I said, we are using MultiPass here today, and I'm going to show you the two tiers on the screen here because Hollywood Studios actually has the better tier systems, I think, of all four parks. Because not only can you grab a Slinky Dog Dash in Tier 1, you can also grab Tower of Terror and Toy Story Mania in Tier 2. Which is exactly what I did today. So it has been awesome so far. Walking in knowing I had 3 big attractions already under my belt for Lightning Lanes today. Now, we are gonna try something different because of those Lightning Lanes. I am kind of stuck here now. So when it comes to lunch, it's a little bit of a food wasteland, but we are gonna try the commissary today. We got a good order coming in there, hopefully. So we'll check that out. We're also gonna keep walking around. Again, today's just kind of a free-for-all day. We're kind of just seeing what we can get into, what kind of mess we can do. So stick with us. We're going to keep hopping around here now, and we'll see what we can find. All right, friends, so we are done over at Hollywood Studios. We are heading off to Epcot now. Just some thoughts on Hollywood Studios. If you are looking to purchase Lightning Lane MultiPass, this is the park to do it. Like I mentioned, I walked in today with a Tower of Terror, a Slinky Dog Dash, and a Toy Story Mania Lightning Lane. And that was awesome to already have all 3 of those under my belt just going into the park. Then I was able to grab a Smuggler's Run. So it was just a really great day. Now, I also forgot to mention this earlier, but Rise of the Resistance now also has a single rider line. And while it's not as great as the Remy's single rider line, it still is very, very useful. But just know you are not going to get the full experience if you go through the single rider line. You will miss part of that. So just keep that in mind if you plan on doing that. But overall, we got Hollywood Studios really knocked out of the park today, especially with MultiPass.
Did you know that the entire
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm thinking about. Hey friends, so I am sorry I have not checked in a lot today. Honestly, I have been completely wiped. If I was to give you a tip from today, after doing several parties, after having several experiences, honestly, the day after your party should be a day where you really just take it easy. Take a day to relax, take a day to recover, because parties are exhausting, whether you're doing parks all day and then going to a party or just doing the party itself. So just a fun little throw-in tip. I know I should have taken it a little bit easier today, but honestly, I wanted to, spend time on this trip doing everything I could possibly do. Wanted to test out MultiPass today at Hollywood Studios, but I won't lie, I have been just really wiped today. So that's why the video has kind of been not as much of me talking today, which maybe is a good thing for some people. I don't know. But listen, as just a food update for today, for lunch, I went over to ABC Commissary and I had the buffalo chicken grilled cheese, and this came with a side of fries that I upgraded to their new buffalo fries, which is just their steak fries covered in buffalo sauce and ranch with a little green onion on there. Y'all, this is a fantastic grab. Honestly, ABC Commissary has kind of redeemed itself over the years. I feel like it's really taken a turn for the better. And so this buffalo grilled cheese, I want to say mac and cheese every time, but this buffalo grilled cheese honestly is so good. Honestly, it's so worth it. If you want just a quick bite to eat over at Hollywood Studios, I would highly suggest going over there for that. And then for dinner tonight, I went to Connections Eatery because I am going to be doing a new thing now. Whenever I come to the parks, over however long it takes us to do this, but I'm going to try to make at least one stop on every trip now to a different pizza place, and I'm going to try to see what is the best pizza on property. You guys know that there are pizza places like Pinocchio's and Pizza Rizzo that are not really well known for having great pizza, so I want to find out what places here have great pizza. So we started that tonight with Connections Eatery, getting their pepperoni pizza slices out. Y'all, these slices are huge. These pizza slices were gigantic, and they came out piping hot, which means they weren't just sitting under a heat lamp, which I really did like. And honestly, the flavor of them was really great too. The only thing I'll say is they were a little bit greasy for my taste, just a little bit too much grease. And then also because they're so big, you couldn't just hold it in one hand. I actually had to get a fork and knife and just kind of like cut it up. And for me, pizza should be something you should be able to hold just in your hand and take a bite of. I mean, that should be what a pizza is. And so for me, it was a little bit much for that. But anyways, Connections Eatery is a solid piece of pizza. If I was to give it a score, I would say probably a 7 out of 10 in terms of pizza quality. It was really good pizza. I would go back and get that again from Connections Eatery, but really, you know, I think I'm going to end up finding other places here that are a lot better. Now, I am kind of wrapping up the night here at Epcot. We got one last stop to make, and then I'll close things out here in just a little bit. All right, friends, so that is going to be a wrap on this one. We had a good day today. I mean, listen, the parks this week have been absolutely slammed. It's left me a little astounded because I literally came here about this time last year and there was nobody. And yet this year it seems like there are just more people than I've seen at a park in a long time. But you know what? Having MultiPass today really did help. And a good note with MultiPass is if you buy it for one park, now you actually have it for all the parks. So since I bought it for Hollywood Studios, I was actually able to use it once I got to Epcot, which actually helped me out a ton because I was able to get onto Soarin' and Spaceship Earth, which didn't really need those for today. But surprisingly enough, I had to have a Lightning Lane for Living with the Land, which had a 45-minute wait because of the holiday overlay right now, where it is just absolutely gorgeous in there. I guess everybody wanted to see it. So MultiPass came in handy there. So that's just a key note as well. If you buy MultiPass for one park, it's not like the old system where you had to only use it for that one unless you bought it for all of them. Once you buy it for one, you can use it for any. It just depends on how popular the parks are that day, if there's going to be any good ones available by the time you get to it. But honestly, it has been a lot of fun. We are going to have a great rest of the week. There's still a lot of great things to come. So make sure you guys are following along, like, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure to check out the podcast as well. But I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day. And I'll talk to you again real soon.